In Japan, apart from the katana used by samurai, there are numerous swords of historical value, including divine swords mentioned in ancient history and Buddhist swords. The history of ancient Japan is documented in what's known as Japanese mythology, encompassing tales about the birth of Japan by the gods and the emergence of emperors, among various other stories. For many modern Japanese, these are considered fictional tales, but up until the end of World War II, the world of Japanese mythology was regarded as all true. In this video, we will introduce the most significant divine sword, as well as the top 7 ancient swords. Number 7. Futsuno Mitama. Futsuno Mitama is a sword said to have belonged to Emperor Jimmu, featured in Japanese mythology. Emperor Jimmu, the great-grandson of the deity Ninigi no Mikoto, was the first emperor of Japan. Before becoming emperor, the young Emperor Jimmu journeyed across Japan to establish peace. During this time, he encountered a ferocious bear known as a raging god with powerful spiritual energy. His entourage was overwhelmed by the bear's aura and lost consciousness. At that moment, a man appeared and offered a sword to Emperor Jimmu. Upon receiving the sword, the raging god fled without confrontation. This sword was Futsuno Mitama. Emperor Jimmu then used this sword to subdue and command various deities, thereby establishing his reign. Thus, the first emperor of Japan, Emperor Jimmu, came to power. This sword is now enshrined at the Isonokami Shrine in Nara Prefecture, where it continues to be revered to this day. Number 6. Shichi Seiken. Shichi Seiken, or the 7-star sword, adorned with the Big Dipper constellation on its blade, is known as the beloved sword of Prince Shotoku Taishi, a prince of the Asuka period. This sword originated from ancient Chinese Taoist beliefs, crafted with the intent of protecting the nation and defeating evil. The blade features not only the 7-star pattern, but also clouds and the white tiger, all symbols of Chinese celestial beliefs. Prince Shotoku Taishi, the sword's owner, is renowned for his immense contributions to Japan, such as adopting advanced culture and systems from China at the time and establishing a centralized government system around the emperor. Though legendary, it is said that he could listen to 10 people speaking simultaneously. He is also revered in modern Japan and is depicted on the 10,000 yen note. Shichi Seiken, a national treasure, is currently preserved at the Tokyo National Museum. Number 5. Kurikara Ken. The Kurikara Ken is a sword held by the Buddhist deity Fudomyo. This sword is believed to have the power to overcome the 3 principal afflictions in Buddhism: greed, anger, and ignorance. The name Kurikara originates from a dragon in Sanskrit, considered an incarnation of Fudomyo. This dragon is often depicted entwined around the Kurikara Ken. Fudomyo is regarded as an incarnation of Dainichi Nyodai, the highest-ranking Buddha in Buddhism. He is characterized by his fearsome appearance, which is distinct from other Buddhas. However, he is actually a compassionate Buddha who guides people to cut off their afflictions. His angry expression is meant to forcibly save the wicked. It is believed that Fudomyo uses this sword to discipline and ultimately save the wicked. Number 4. Shichishi Tou. The Shichishi Tou is a national treasure and an extremely important sword for unraveling the mysteries of ancient Japanese history. It has a unique shape with 3 branch-like blades on each side, and its impressive appearance has led to its frequent portrayal in modern fiction movies and anime as a powerful weapon. However, it is believed to have been difficult to use as a practical weapon and is thought to have been a ceremonial sword. The sword's blade is inscribed with multiple characters, which are crucial for understanding ancient Japanese history. Efforts to decipher these inscriptions are ongoing. While the full meaning is not yet known, current interpretation suggests that the sword was presented to Japan from Korea in 369 AD as a symbol of alliance. Japanese history has a gap known as the blank century, spanning approximately 150 years from the mid-3rd to the 5th century, with little historical evidence. Thus, this sword serves as a valuable artifact for filling in this historical void. The Shichishi Tou is currently housed and carefully preserved at the Isono Kami Shrine. Number 3. Ameno Nuboko. The Ameno Nuboko is a spear featured in Japanese mythology, believed to have created the Japanese archipelago. According to Japanese mythology, which narrates the origins of Japan's foundation, the deities responsible for creating the Japanese islands are Izanagi no Kami and Izanami no Kami. In the mythology, after the creation of heaven and earth, various deities were born. Izanagi and Izanami, the last to appear, were tasked by the other gods with forming and solidifying the earthly world. This task initiated the process of kuni-umi, or land creation. Standing on the bridge that connects heaven and earth, they stirred the chaotic earthly world below with the Ameno Nuboko, a spear given to them by the gods. The droplets that fell from the spear's tip solidified to form the first island, Onogoro Island, marking the beginning of the Japanese archipelago. Although this spear does not exist in reality, its depiction can be seen in various artworks illustrating the scene of kuni-umi. Number 2. Totsuka no Tsurugi. The Totsuka no Tsurugi is a sword that appears in Japanese mythology, used by the god Susanoo no Mikoto. Susanoo, a child of Izanagi no Kami, who is believed to have created the Japanese archipelago, was banished to the earth for his unruly behavior in the realm of gods. Upon his arrival in Izumo, modern-day Shimane Prefecture, he encountered an elderly couple and their daughter, all in tears. They revealed that a gigantic 8-headed and 8-tailed serpent, Yamata no Orochi, would appear annually to devour one of their daughters. Moved by their plight, Susanoo agreed to slay Yamata no Orochi in exchange for the daughter's hand in marriage. When Yamata no Orochi appeared, intoxicated by the strong sake prepared by Susanoo, it fell asleep. Seizing the opportunity, he drew his Totsuka no Tsurugi and defeated the serpent. While cutting off its tails, his sword struck something hard, causing a chip in the blade. From the tail emerged the divine sword, Kusanagi no Tsurugi. The Totsuka no Tsurugi is enshrined at the Ishigami Shrine in Nara Prefecture, where it remains to this day. Number 1. Kusanagi no Tsurugi. The Kusanagi no Tsurugi, or the grass-cutting sword, is one of the most important swords in Japanese history. It has been passed down through generations as a symbol of the legitimate imperial throne from ancient times to the present. This sword first appears in Japanese mythology, emerging from the tail of the great serpent Yamata no Orochi, slain by Susanoo. Later, it was possessed by Yamato Takeru, a hero in Japanese mythology and the son of the 12th emperor. Fearing his fierce nature, the emperor ordered him to subjugate various tribes and deities across Japan, effectively distancing him. During his journey, he narrowly escaped death from an ambush by bandits. In a critical moment, he used the Kusanagi no Tsurugi to cut through grass, causing the fire set by the bandits to turn back on them. This incident led to the sword being literally named the grass-cutting sword. Since then, it has been enshrined as the sacred object at the Atsuta Shrine. However, the actual sword is so revered that no one is allowed to see or carry it. Therefore, the Kusanagi no Tsurugi in the Emperor's possession is a replica. Japanese traditional knives are recognized as first class by professional chefs worldwide for their sharpness, akin to that of Japanese swords. This is partly due to the history of swordsmiths. For over 1,000 years, swordsmiths have been creating numerous swords for battles, playing a vital role. However, with the arrival of peaceful times in the 18th century, the demand for swords declined. Many master craftsmen then shifted from sword making to knife making, passing on their swordsmithing techniques to knife crafting. This is why Japanese knives possess such exceptional sharpness. I want everyone to experience the excellent sharpness and the beauty of the blades of Japanese knives. At HOCHO KNIFE, you can purchase knives online made by Japanese knife artisans. They offer a wide variety of knives, so please find and purchase your unique knife. For the product page, please check the description of this video. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Japanese swords. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content about the history of Japanese swords. Until next time, sayonara.